This is future me starting the vlog. So, van disaster. If you've come straight from the previous video where I was at Minster Level with Trevor and Sue from Posh Cats Camping, you'll be wondering, what happened to Spog? Well, everything was going swimmingly. Let me tell you a story. And just before we were going to go out for the evening, I went back to the van to make myself fresh for dinner. It was very cold. There was a frost on the ground. There was a frost on Spog. So now was the time to turn the heating on. Only the heating didn't want to stay on. This was not the weather to have no diesel heater working. I tried it. I thought I haven't used it for a while. Maybe it needs priming. That wouldn't do it. This was becoming a worry, but we had to go for dinner. So off we went for dinner. And then after dinner, we tried again. Hands-on healing didn't work. Begging, stroking and kissing the diesel heater console also didn't work, funnily enough. So I was on my back with a torch under Spog's rear end. I noticed there was a loose pipe, which when I moved, a load of air hissed out. And after that, it fired up a little bit. And I thought, we've done it. And then it turned itself off. At this point, I had persuaded Trev to sprawl across the van, because once my bed's out, you just can't get in it really, other than sitting on the bed. So he was sprawled across that, pressing buttons for me on the console, and I was under the van shouting at him, "Press it again! What's it doing?" And I was, you know, trying that hands-on healing thing again underneath the van, because I don't know what I'm doing. I could see some air bubbles in the pipe, and I could see they weren't moving, but I didn't know what the problem was. And then I went into the back where the fuel tank for the diesel heater is kept, and I moved it. Well, it moved. Now, I don't remember it moving when it was put on the wall. I think it was quite sturdy, but it moved. And diesel came sploshing out up my arm, over the bottom of Spog's door sill, and I was like, okay, so the diesel cap was not properly on the diesel tank. Now, I don't know if that makes a difference, but in my head, I believe there's something to do with pressure forming. So if something is sucking fuel out, it needs to have some kind of pressure. Am I right in thinking that, building up within the tank? I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, I did the lid up, and it fired up. And Trev's in there shouting, "It's doing something, you've got red bars." And I'm like, wow. This had taken us just under half an hour. Now, I left it on for 3 hours in the van, but when I got back to the van, well, it went a bit wrong again. So I'll let past Pip carry on the story from here. I'm currently feeling very, very smug, and it could go horribly wrong. I'm covered in diesel. It's all up my arm. I had no heat, and I was having a small panic. Oh my God, Trevor, it's really warm. It's coming out. I have fixed my own diesel heater issue, and I'm feeling, I did get diesel everywhere, but I'm feeling very proud. I did a thing, people. I did a thing. Now I need a shower. You do not know how super impressed I am with myself doing this thing. I am so not mechanically minded, and I really thought I had a very cold night ahead of me. Trevor and Sue did say I could get in their van and sleep in their van with them, but they've only got a 2-bed thing now because they've not got the motorhome, and it would have meant somebody sleeping in the cab, and even though it's warm in the cab, it would have meant someone sleeping in the cab in the driver's seat. And of course, Trevor being Trevor, there's no way I would be in there. You know, he's already said he would have been in there, and I would have felt terrible. But I've done it. I've done it. It's taken half an hour, 33 minutes to be precise. That has got to be a monumentous van life moment, has it not? When you fix your own diesel heater. Oh, my bag's well and truly had it. Right, okay, so I'm going to find my onesie, which I've put somewhere safe. Here it is. Find my onesie. Oh, find my shower gel. That'll do. My razor to get rid of my hairy armpits. And some underwear. And then I'm going to go and down to the shower block to de-dieselify myself. Did it end up on the coat? Yeah, it did end up on the coat. Most of it went down my sleeve. And avoid naked flames, I guess, is the thing I should do. Avoid naked flames. But I'm going to leave this diesel heater going. Yeah. Oh, it's dark, sorry. I wasn't thinking straight there, was I? Trying to save battery power. Because it's taken quite a bit of battery power to do this. Spooky. Okay. Right. Let's go. Where's my towel? Where's my towel? Towel? There it is. I do hope the bathroom's warm. Otherwise I'm going to flip and freeze. It's been a really lovely day. It was really nice to go and explore Minster Level. We walked into Burford, had a fantastic meal at the Mermaid. Highly recommend it. Just a standard pub with really lovely pub food. Really impressed with it. Very good fish and chips. And Trev's burger looked amazing. So we've spent the evening. We had a bit of Baileys. We've sat, drunk tea, chatted. It's been really nice. And the diesel heater was working. It was cooling down when I came in there, so I don't know if it's got an automatic cut-off. I'd left it on for 3 hours, so potentially it could have done. But it's made such a difference because it is 2 degrees out there and it's going to go into the minus. Well, there's a frost. There's a heavy frost out there, so very cold. I haven't done the calendar. Let's just do the calendar quickly. Day 10. Day 10. Okay, day 10's down here. Do you want to take a guess? Down in the undergrowth. I'm going to go with a badger. There's a badger there, maybe not a badger. I'm going to go with badger. Oh no, there's another fox. A fox next to the fox. Little foxy family. There you go. Did you guess fox? And obviously I'm not doing what's in the hat, because I'm not home. I'm going to put a little clip in here of what was today's what's in the hat. Now I haven't written down all the answers, and I'll do that when I get home. A lot of you were saying the snowman's scarf, the snowman's hat. So there was a lot of people that were very, very close. So anyone who just mentioned the snowman outfit is going to get classed as being correct. But here you go. I've kind of given it away now, haven't I? This is what it is. Here you go. Put it in here. This is me preempting the fact that I'm going to be away when this video is being edited and potentially posted. You're all going to want to know what was in the bag last night. Well, it was the snowman outfit that Harrison was wearing. And I'm not putting anything in the bag while I'm away. That can stay here. That's a home situation, that is. So yeah, as you were, back to the vlog. There you go. So obviously there's not going to be one to guess today because we're out. But there'll be another one tomorrow when I get home because I'm only out for one night. Tomorrow we are going to go for a little wander somewhere, not sure where, and have tea and cake and do a little bit of pootling around the shops. It's going to get wet in the afternoon, so we're just going to enjoy the morning. I think I need to be off the site by 12, so I'll take Spog with me wherever we go, and then it'll be home time. And this is only 40 minutes away from home. It's not like a million miles away. Yeah, so we'll just chill out and just enjoy the company really. We're just, you know, it's nice catching up and having a chat and what have you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is flipping freezing outside again. I say that every morning. It's definitely winter, even though it's not official winter. So I said I'd fix the heating. There was a problem with the heating, and I was like, no, please, come on, you know, please work for me. It's 0 degrees out there, frost, hard frost out there, please let something work. And then I gave the fuel tank a jiggle. I noticed the fuel tank was resting right down on the bit where it comes out, like where the pipe comes out. So I gave it a jiggle, and that kicked this thing back in again. And I was like, okay, so the pump was then not struggling because it was bringing fuel in. And I thought, I don't remember that fuel tank ever moving, actually. I don't remember it being able to move. So I need to tighten it, because I think it's come loose from the wall and dropped. And then is sitting on the bit that lets the fuel out, and obviously if it's resting on the pipe and it's got the weight of the fuel, it's going to cause a kink, isn't it, in the pipe and stop the fuel getting to the heater. I've shoved my clothes under the bed at the moment to warm up, because that's where the heater vent is. So I've shoved that under the heater vent. And it is warming up nicely. It's 21 degrees now. I mean, I have made tea, so therefore the gas has been on. But it was, I think it was something like 8 degrees when I woke up in here, which is warmer, obviously, than out there. But I was awake for an hour at 3 because it did get very, very cold. And that's when I started messing around with the heater. Because I was like, no, I'm cold, come on, please work. It's getting really toasty now, really toasty. So, because we will be gone by the time this goes up, I can tell you where we are. We're at a lovely camper van and camping site next to Cotswolds Wildlife Park in Burford. I've seen this because it's literally, as you go in the entrance to the wildlife park, there's the entrance to the caravan park, like right there. So I knew there was one here, and I've got a friend, actually my hairdresser, she stayed here in the summer. Her dad bought a caravan, and her and the boys and her dad stayed here in the summer. She said it was lovely, and it is. It's a small site, it's not very big. I don't know how many pitches they've got. I'm on pitch 63. No, 63. So there's more pitches than I think it looks like there is, if I'm on 53. But it's a small site, and the facilities are lovely. I went for a warm shower. The building was warm. The showers were warm and powerful. The cubicle, everything was spotlessly clean. So yeah, I highly recommend this campsite. As a non-member, I think it cost 20, I've got the receipt somewhere, I think, but it was 20, I want to say £26 something, which is on the pricey side for campsites that I've stayed on in the past, when I've stayed on campsites, because I'm usually, as you know, a wild camper. But as a non-member, I didn't think that was too bad, actually. I don't know if this comes with electric hookup. I think it does, and I think we may have paid for electric hookup, but I don't use electric hookup, so it makes no difference to me. But it doesn't have any drain waste. It's not top end pitch, and it doesn't have its own water. I think the premium pitches have the water. But we're literally really close. There's a little road opposite us, and then there's the Elsan Point, and there's the bins and the water taps. So, you know, if I need anything like that, it's really close. The nice thing is I managed to have a shower and clean up after that whole issue yesterday night, and I got covered in mud. My coat is absolutely filthy. I can't wear that today. Look, that's because we're on gravel hard standing. There was a reason I bought 2 sets of clothes, wasn't there? Because I thought I don't need 2 sets of clothes. I'll be fine in the clothes that I wear today. Yesterday, I'll be able to wear today. I'm only staying one night. But I was like, if it rains, you should have spares. Or if you end up laying on your back under your van at stupid o'clock at night in the flipping freezing cold, messing around with diesel, you also need a spare pair of clothes. Right, we're at 22 degrees now. It's positively tropical in here. I'm going to put my hair up. Well, come back. Yeah, positively tropical. So it was 8:30 when I woke up, or 8:30 when I started this vlog. We're going to be going out at 10. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, maybe watch a video or two, and then I'm going to get dressed because my clothes will be nicely heated, put a bit of makeup on, and then the last thing I'll do, maybe at 9:30, is start pushing the bed and everything, packing all that away so that we're ready to go at 10. And then we're going to walk around those shops. So where we were last night, you'll have seen in the vlog previous to this one that we'd gone for dinner in a lovely place called the Mermaid Inn, which is a nice old pub on Burford High Street, and highly recommend that as well. And so we will just pootle around the shops down there for a bit, go for tea, coffee, just take it easy really. You know, it's winter, it's cold, it's going to rain this afternoon. And like I said yesterday, I'm not a million miles from home. I'm like 40 minutes away from home if the traffic's bad. So I'm just, or well, 50 minutes if the traffic's bad. So I'm just going to enjoy hanging out with Trevor and Sue. We've had some lovely chats, and just, it's been really nice to catch up with them. So I'm going to continue to enjoy that, pootle around the shops. I might pick up the last couple of Christmas presents I need. Do need to get some more toothpaste for the van, so I might do that while I remember, because that's not going to get me very far. I've done my teeth this morning and used the last of it. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to serenify the van in quite the way I had hoped. You know, I said in the vlog on Friday that I wanted to make the place more serene and what have you, and I haven't been able to because of the heat issue. I just became stressed within Spog. That didn't have quite the re-energizing effect I hoped, but I bought this orange Christmas spiced bag, and I'm holding it like this. Oh, it's got my heart with it, because it's been re-oiled at the shop and the oil is literally everywhere. But that has brought a nice cinnamon orange clovey sort of smell to the van, which has helped to make things a bit more festive and just a little bit more pleasant. I don't know, just it helps, you know, the smells and stuff help. So I've got the orange, you know, I've got the orange there, and the cloves and cinnamon sticks. So that's helping, it's definitely helping. It's 9:15. The van is so very toasty now, and I should start getting dressed, get a little bit of makeup on, and start packing the van up ready to drive home. I can go empty the toilet, so that's all done. Might do that actually as I go out. When I move the van, then I can pull up over by the toilet or the L stand point. Oh, I've decided to turn yesterday's video into 2 videos. I just think that will be easier in the long run. Otherwise it makes it a bit long. So I've split it into the the Minster Lovell haul and walking around the village of Minster Lovell, and the going out for dinner in the evening. And then I've done another video which is just me hanging out in the van in the evening, and the disaster of the heater. So I've been doing them separately. Oh, so one will be totally based in the van, and the other one will be us being out and about. So I've got very steamed up windows. I need to see if I've got any power in my Karcher vac. So, and possibly, depending on how long my waffle is this morning with you all, as to whether or not I stick this at the front of the video for the walking round Burford, or whether I have to do a separate morning waffle video and then a Burford video. I don't know. It's hard to tell until you know what you filmed and how much there is to film, or you know how much filming I can do because it might rain, that kind of thing. Right, it's no good. Time to get dressed. I think I need to turn this heater off. I've gone from being cold to being like it's just so hot. Didn't think I'd have that problem. Right, come on Pip, get your butt up. I've washed my face and I've done my teeth, but my clothes will be nice and warm now. I sat down by that heater, so I can turn the heater off and get dressed. Future me is stepping into this vlog to do the advent calendar for the 11th, which is there. It's got a couple of mice around it, so I don't know what you think it might be. I'm going to go with a bird of some sort. It's oh no, squirrel. No, that might be in the tree. Bird, squirrel. What do you think? No, what, right down here?
I can't really see it that well.
Okay, I'm going to go with bird. Oh, it's none of the above. It's a key.
A key?
Who's ever going to guess key?
You're not supposed to guess.
It's a secret garden, so that would be the key to the door over here.
You're not supposed to be guessing. You're supposed to open it and see.
I know, but I like to guess.
Well, you're weird.
Well, there we go. If you got key, you're a flipping mind reader. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next vlog, which is today's trip round Burford. Yes. Yes. Which comes out tomorrow. I'm very confused. Thanks for watching.